evening, everybody, and welcome back. Sammy here at Sammy J Stitches, and it is a new vlog week. It is currently Sunday, August 16th, and this is a YouTube channel about cross stitch. Ready to dive into the week? I mean, I feel like I had a very good week last week. I feel like things are, even though I went out of town for 2 days last week, I'm getting that feeling of comfort, of normalcy, of good. I'm feeling good about the way things are right now, and I'm sure that is naive and it will cause something else to go wrong. But I choose to live in the moment and be happy with the blessings that I have. And one of those is getting to stitch, and getting to stitch while I'm at work. So I got a comment this week on a very old video. In fact, I want to pull it up because I want to read it word for word. Sometimes you just have one of those comments that just makes you feel really good. And this one was it for me, and I plan on going back and responding to the comment, so she actually, because it might be a while before she gets here. She says, "Hello Sammy, this video is old, so you may not see this, but you have me curious. Found you a while ago, so I went back to watch from the start. Now tonight I see you are all alone at work, nobody even near you. May I ask why there is a guard at a rig, and why you are so far away from it? I think I'd be afraid out there all night. I'm surely one of the watchers who likes your organization, but mostly that you are such a real person. You put on no airs, you stitch great items, and you treat us like friends. Thank you for it all." And I'm very touched. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm emotional every episode here lately. What I wanted to say to that is, y'all are my friends. I have met so many amazing people since joining FlossTube, since joining the cross stitch community, and some of those people have become closer to me than anyone can be that you've never actually physically met, right? They are some of my best friends, and they get me through my day-to-day. So, and I feel like people treat you the way you treat them. And you know that whole golden rule, treat others how you want to be treated. And so I do. I try and treat you like friends. I try and invite you in and hang out with me. So I really appreciate the comment. To answer the question is, a lot of the oil rigs out here now, we're really low right now because of COVID and everything like that. So right now I'm sitting at a COVID check station instead of a rig. But when I was working the rigs, we're there for two reasons. One is security, because they're both security, but they would have people come on location and drive off in a forklift, or pick up pipe that wasn't supposed to leave, and things like that. So a lot of theft was going on. So that's where we started out at. It was making sure nobody's just leaving with something they're not supposed to have. And in that too, in order to do that, what we did was we signed people in. Okay, so we would get their name, their truck number, their identification, different types of identification, so that if, I haven't seen anybody come through this gate in an hour. This guy comes through and then he leaves with a forklift, and somebody comes up to me, they're like, they weren't supposed to take that forklift. I could tell them who it was. It's not a foolproof thing, because we can't remember exactly who took what. Like, we don't make notes of that, but it's a generalized, but also for the safety of the workers, because oil rigs, it's a hazardous job. It's dangerous, and one of the things that can happen is there could be what they call H2S gas leak. And if there's a gas leak, what they will do is they will muster everybody at one area, and then they go through our list and they say, okay, well, this person's supposed to be on location, this person's supposed to be on location, and make sure that the people we have on the list are accounted for. And if they're not, then we need to do a body, we need to search for a body. If they've signed out and they've said they left and they came back on the location, that's not without signing in, you know, they're kind of taking their life into their own hands. So it's a double, it's several safety measures, security measures. So the reason at that specific location that I was so far from the actual rig is because something else that we did was we made sure the rancher's cattle didn't get away. So we were watching the gate itself rather than, and still checking people into the rig, rather than being so far from the gate and somebody coming through and a cow getting loose and whatever. So, I mean, we provide security also for the ranch owners who are leasing out part of their property to these oil field people. They wanted to make sure their stuff is being taken care of. So, that's why I was a mile away from that rig. Not even a mile. But, so, I hope that answered the questions. Like I said, I will go back and type that up. But I thought maybe some other people would be interested. It was an interesting question. Okay, now that I've done enough prattling on, it's been 6 minutes. What are we working on today? Well, today is Sunday, and Sunday means it's my hate day. And yes, I am going back to Once Upon a Fairy Tale. As much as I love my new start, it will have to wait till its turn. I've got other things that need to be worked on. That's the problem with having so many hates, which sometimes gets to me, but most of the time I'm like, I just love them all, always. So tonight we will be working on Once Upon a Fairy Tale. And I know we're page filling in here. And when we get done with this page, then we will switch to probably Mini Phantom of the Masquerade. But this is what I am working on tonight. So I'm hoping for some good progress on it. I also need to figure out what's going on with homework this week. So anyway, I'm going to, I just messed with my Q-snap and now everything's all lit. Alright, I'm going to put that on my stand. I do stitch Hades way better with a stand, I'm just saying. So I do have my Lowry here with me. Okay, I'm going to get to moving, or I'm going to get to stitching, and I will check in with y'all later tonight. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so I overstitched. I really got to pack up. My relief is going to be here probably in about 15 minutes. So, worked on Once Upon a Fairy Tale all night. I felt like I had a good blend in each individual block of a little bit of bulk stitching and a little bit of confetti, some ninja stitches in there. But it was even enough across each of the blocks that I didn't feel like I was spending too much time on one block and then breezing through the next block. And I feel like I got really good progress and that it moved at a good pace. So I got 700 stitches done tonight. So this is where we are at. I think I started with this blue one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, I must have started with that one. Anyway, but you see, almost snaked in on itself. But, oh my goodness, it's so lovely. I mean, this is looking pretty clear up here. So I got the regular, just Once Upon a Fairy Tale, regular. No max colors, no supersize, none of that stuff. So, you know, you get what you get. It could be more fine if I had went up, but I'm good with, do not get a mini. That's all I'm going to say on that. Amy Stewart should never be charted in a mini. I'm doing it on 28 count, 1/1. And it's going to be humongous even at 28. So, alright, I am putting that up. Let me take a picture of it first. So, tonight is homework night. I have not exactly figured out what I plan to do for homework. My Choose My Whip was growth rings, and that doesn't lean itself towards either of the prompts. So it'll probably wait till later in the week. Good Intentions could show up tomorrow. What else? I don't know. Trying to kind of get through, you know, those projects that I haven't touched on in a while. Trying to work on them. So I'm gonna put up all these threads. They're like everywhere. So. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'll be back tonight working on homework. I think we should stitch at least 2 things tonight. What do you think? I think I need some of that changing up. I did really good at sticking with Once Upon a Fairy Tale all night tonight. Anyways, I'll see y'all this evening. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. It's getting late already. Been distracted. There's been a lot going on today. So, my relief was a nice change of pace this morning. That was amazing. I don't know what my hair is doing back here. Good. Okay. So, it is Monday, August 17th. The kids went to school today. They had a great day. They actually had lunch together and got along. Got some other good news that I'll go into more tomorrow. So, okay, tonight is homework night. And the first prompt for School of Magical Stitches is to work on your newest piece. I know I have brought it in here. Okay. And remember, I most recently started QS Ladybug by Heaven and Earth Designs. So I will put 500 stitches into this first and foremost. That shouldn't take any time at all. So, for the other homework, I can fit this into 2 daily 30s also. One of my homework, I need a sun. There's one in Anzac, so I will work on that on Wednesday. So the other one I'll pull out at some point tonight or tomorrow. I'll check in with you whenever I do it. Is Good Intentions, because I don't know about you, but I really hate when my scissors get stolen or misappropriated, I should say. And so that's why I'm going to work on Good Intentions, because of the scissors. So I'm going to get to stitching on that. There was nothing fun in the mail today. Darn. I'm feeling very parched. So that's it. I'm going to get to stitching. Yay. And I'll check back in with y'all here in a little while. Hello. Okay, it's only about partway through the night, but I finished my 500 stitches on Ladybug. I wanted to show that to you. And then I brought out Good Intentions to try and get some stitches in on it. Probably won't get the whole 500 because I only have about 2 hours left, but it'll be a good start for tonight. So here's what I got on QS Ladybug by Heaven and Earth Designs. Mostly fill in. I did a little bit of stretching over here. That's kind of hard to do though, because my hand keeps hitting the Lowry, so it gets annoying. So I do like one strand and then come over here and do some stuff. Started coming around here too. So I'm kind of now like going, filling in down and then back up and then down. I think we'll see. So anyways, 500 stitches into that tonight. So pretty good. Now I'm pulling out Good Intentions from Kathy Barrick. It says, I myself am made entirely of flaws stitched together with good intentions. So this is, I believe, the edge of it. I'm not positive. But I'm doing this for something you wouldn't want stolen. I don't really care much for my scissors make their way somewhere else. So I'm going to say I don't want my scissors stolen. Also, this lady, one of the prompts has something to do with the lady. So I'm going to get some work in on this one. It needs 500 stitches. I'm imagining I'll probably get a couple hundred tonight and the rest, or this morning, and the rest this evening. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. I will be at work tonight. Let's see. Tonight's my last night this week, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully I'll be able to get some stitching done at home though, because there's a lot more stitching that needs to happen this week. And with the kids back in school, that should be a little bit easier. Did I tell y'all my daughter signed up for volleyball day 1 of junior high? Day 2, she's asking to go running all morning. I'm loving it. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna get to stitching and I will check back in with you before I leave for the day. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Okay, it's time for me to start packing up. So I showed you already what I got done on QS Ladybug, and here's where I got to on Good Intentions. I think I'm sitting just over the 200 mark. So I finished one of the cross stitcher, the one with the lady, and I have another one of those, and of course 300 more stitches to finish my Magical Stitches homework with it. So then 300 stitches on that, and then I'm good on homework until scavenger hunt. So once I finish that, I may just pull out something that it needs to be worked on, or maybe I'll get an early start on scavenger hunt. Who knows? But I need to get everything packed up and ready to go. I'm so tired, y'all. So tired. Yeah. Alrighty. I guess that's it. I'll see you tonight. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. It is Tuesday? No. Okay, it's Wednesday morning. I'm really late recording this tonight. I got, I don't know, distracted and started stitching and was like, oh, I didn't record. And then it was like, well, they know I'm working on Good Intentions because that's where I stopped this morning. So we'll just go with it till we get that done. So now it's just after midnight, so it's Wednesday morning. August 19th. There's 500 stitches completed in Good Intentions. I just kind of hopped all over the place. I filled in dress. I started on the spool. I did the scissors. I did some border. Kind of hopped all over. Mostly finished her face. I think I just need to put her pupils in on. It looks like maybe a mouth. So, yeah, that's where I went. So, I got thinking about things and I was like, well, I could do scavenger hunt because I'm home tomorrow night, so I won't get as much scavenger hunt done as I would if I was sitting here. So I could get a head start on that. And then I remembered there was another challenge or group event thing, and that is Choose My WIP. And Choose My WIP this week, I had them choose between Good Intentions and Growth Rings by Ink Circles. And they chose Growth Rings. So Good Intentions fit my homework, so I went ahead and worked on it, but Growth Rings won, so it needs 500 stitches. So I figure I'll just go ahead and get started on that. So I'm going to go pull it out, put it on a Q-snap, and then I'll come back and show it to you. I didn't go by the post office today. I was running late and being lazy. I don't think I'm expecting anything anyway. So, yeah. Let me go do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Here. One issue though. I did buy more of this color, but I apparently did not put it in the kit. So, I can only work on this color tonight. But we'll see how much that gets me. If I have to switch projects, I'll get back with you. Okay? Growth Rings by Ink Circles. This is on 32 count lemon and Hecate from Unbooked Sea Fabrics, which is gorgeous fabric. Okay, I'm off to stitch. See you soon. Good morning, everybody. It is August 19th, Wednesday. It's time for me to pack up and go home. I will tell you, I was distracted majorly tonight. I don't know if it's because I'm like kind of tired. I can't seem to get satisfied with the whole, do I want a snack? Do I want actual food? Am I not actually hungry at all? I'm just trying to orally fixate. Trying to drink more water, and that's not helping at all either. So anyways, I stayed really distracted, mostly on Facebook videos. Like, I would just scroll for like an hour, and I was like, oh, I should really get back to stitching. However, even with that, I got 350 out of my 500. So that's not horrible. It does tell me I probably could have hit my 500 very easily had I not been so distracted. But it is what it is. I mean, it's going to happen sometimes, right? So here is where I got to. Oh, and I did find this, so I was able to alternate between both colors. So here's where I got to. I filled in all of this in here, and then I started just kind of working my way up and over like this. So I probably have the top half of the page. My goal for this, I believe, is a page finish for the year. So we're just at least halfway there. So that is how it's going. So I'm going to leave it on the Q-snap. I will pull it out on Thursday to try and get those stitches finished on it. Tomorrow night, or tonight, is scavenger hunt night. I am at home, so we'll see how the recording goes. It should be a little bit easier now that the kids are back in school, because they like have to get out of my hair at a certain time. So I will try my best to video record. If not, you know, I'll see you at the end of the week and we'll do a big old check-in. But I'm gonna get everything all packed up, and we'll see you later. Happy stitching. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. I just wanted to do a quick update. It's been a couple days since I've seen you. I have done a little stitching here and there, and I did something else tonight. So I got my 500 on growth rings. So we got quite a bit filled in down here. When I put this on the Q-snap, I thought I only had this color to work with, so I thought I'm gonna have to go into the next page in order to get all my stitches in. So I put in the Q-snap like this, and then I found this. So then I probably could have filled in this over here instead of this down here, but like I need to move the Q-snap over. So, but I didn't want to because it's midstream. So here's what we got. It's 500 stitches. It's all good. So I'm going to take that off the Q-snap and put it up until the next time it can be worked on. So the other thing I did, and I'm working on Pretty Little Paris as my scavenger hunt for this week, because I'm not getting in as much stitching at home as I do at work. So I figure I work on scavenger hunt pieces, and it's almost to 300, but not quite. My iPad got low, and so I started doing other things. So I'll get back to that and I'll show you it later. So what I did do was actually, and this is going to shock some of you, fully finished something. It's not great, but it's for my 12-year-old, so it's fine. I think if I had to do it over again, I would move it down in the frame a little bit, but it looks great. I mean, she's going to freak when she wakes up because she's gonna love it so much. And of course it's gonna be really reflective because it's got glass. But Miss Ladybug, and she picked out the frame, so the white frame was her choice. And Miss Ladybug is in there. See, I would have moved her down a little bit more. That was my original intention, is to have her a little bit lower, but you know, when I flipped it over, I was like, oh, well, it's already glued now. So yep, there she is. She's so adorable. So I am fixing to do another one, actually. I haven't ironed it or anything yet. It's up next, so you'll see it when I check in with Pretty Little Paris. But this is Miss Loli Daggerwing. She's done on 40 count, which is why she is so much smaller than Miss Ladybug, who's on 28 count. So just so you get an idea, you can make them really tiny. But I liked how delicate she looked. I made this for my grandmother, who passed away recently, and I never got a chance to even show it to her, much less fully finish it for her. So I bought 2 frames that match. Again, they're cheap frames. I don't need to take a lot for these, but anyways, so I bought a matching 8x10, which she will go in, and she's kind of small, so she's gonna have all this yellow fabric around her, but I like it. In fact, I'd like to maybe, I'm going to show you on this frame since it's right here, put her a little off-centered this way. So she's like, you see she's looking up this way, and maybe have a little bit more of the fabric and frame over there. And then I've got a matching frame, and I'm going to put my grandmother's picture in it and have the two of them together. Because Miss Lily Daggerwing, to me, she looks very like 20s flapper girl. And my grandmother was not born in the 20s, but she had that air about her, that very independent, a little bit rebellious, into that kind of fashion. Like when she did sketches, she really liked that sort of style. So it always reminded me of her, so I'm going to put the two together. So I'm going to go do that, and I will probably check in with y'all tomorrow. Happy stitching. Okay, everybody, good evening. It is Sunday, August 23rd, and this is going to be the last little roundup clip before I put this video together and upload it. So I did not, because I'm at work, I don't have with me the second finish that I did. I can show it to you though. So just go over a couple things. This is how I finished it. Because she's so small, I thought being centered she would have too much going on around her, and because she's looking up this direction, I decided to put it this way. This was not the finished this, so ignore the wrinkles and stuff. So I thought it was really pretty, but I realized with this much blank space I might be able to put in my grandmother's photo instead of having to have it in a second frame. So I did that here. Well, it's not in the frame in this picture. It was just a mock to see what I think, but that's what I ended up doing. And I put her photo up in the corner so it looks like the girl is looking up at her. So I think I really like the way that turned out. Okay, so I got a scavenger hunt done on Pretty Little Paris. You can see the Louvre got really filled in there. Some trees. I need some more bridge, a little more Louvre, and then whatever fills in this, and we will be done. Actually, there might be some stitches back here somewhere that I need to go back to. Yeah, right in here. But anyway, I'm getting close. I say another prompt. I don't think it would be 2 more prompts. I may have to do a 400 or 500 prompt instead of a 300, but I think we're just about there. And then we will be able to pick a new one. I also did a little bit of work on Mini Alice in a Dolly Dream. I got this block done, and I started on this block just to give myself a little work on it this last week because I didn't get a whole lot of scavenger hunt going. So yeah, that was that. I had something in the mail, but I did not bring it with me. I guess that's it. So I am going to end this vlog here. Thank you everybody for joining me week after week. Thank you to those that are new, and those crazy people who started back at the beginning. I appreciate that you're willing to do that, and when you make it here, just know that much love and thanks. I'm going to just roll right into next week, so we will see you there. Bye-bye.